yeah. Na 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 na. Yeah, yeah. Na 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 na. Yeah, yeah. Na 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 na. Rather get a moment sober. Call me when you coming over. Whiskey in a tall glass. I just wanna get to know ya. Hold a second. Yeah, yeah. Na 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 na. Yeah, yeah. Na 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 na. Yeah, yeah. Na 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 na. Rather get a moment sober. Call me when you coming over. Whiskey in a tall glass. I just wanna get to know ya. Hold a second.
Hey, y'all. I had to play that back for the one time, and you know why I had to play it? Because it's my brother Spook. My name is spelled wrong on there, but it's okay. Y'all know I'm Taylor Thomas. Nicole, can you hear me? You can hear me? Okay, cool. So what's up, y'all? This is Talks with Tay. Now check this out. If you didn't know, that's my brother Spook. You can find him Carpe Days on YouTube. He got a lot of hits, y'all. And as a matter of fact, Talks with Tay pretty soon we'll have Artist Spotlight, and we're going to start off in Houston because y'all know that's where I'm at. This is home now, guys. Okay, this is home now. So pretty soon we're going to have the Houston Spotlight. Y'all, I missed y'all, but I'm back. And I took a year off, but everything works the way it's supposed to work. And tonight, I got somebody special to me, y'all. She popped in my head. Her name is Nicole, y'all. We were actually in Girl Hold My Hand together. And I love my girls, y'all. They got so much great things going on. And if you're watching this, make sure you are sharing this with everybody, okay? Because you don't want to miss Nicole. Nicole, are you ready? You ready? All right, y'all. Nicole is ready. I'm gonna go ahead and add her to the stage. If you are watching this live now on YouTube or on Facebook, listen, share this because y'all need to have awareness of everybody in this world, okay? Especially us Black business owners, y'all. And so without further ado, oh, one more thing before I introduce my girl because she's so fire. That's my girl. She's so fire, y'all. Before I even bring her I would like to say that you know me, Taylor. I have a remote tax office and I have a mentorship program coming in September. So if you're someone who wants to learn taxes, come holla at me, okay? Um, and also, Talks with Tay is on 168 Radio on Tuesdays at 12 o'clock. So, Nicole, girl, we're going to be on the radio next week. Okay. So, without further ado, I will go ahead and introduce Miss Nicole. What's up, Miss Nicole? Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Nicole. I am a former librarian turned death doula. I'm a mom, a sister, a wife, all of the things, a friend, all of the things, all of the
Sure.
things.
And I missed you, girl, because like y'all was trying to reach. She's so hard to reach, y'all.
We-
She is so hard to reach, y'all. I'm gonna say it again because let me tell you something. Nicole popped up in my head
Hilarious.
months ago, and I said, "Where is my girl Nicole at? She's so supportive, and I never forget people that's so supportive to me." And so Nicole has always, well, at one point in time was checking on me, but then she popped in my head. I said, "Where my girl Nicole?" And then to come to find out, my girl is from North Carolina.
Yeah, gunshots. Yeah.
Okay. North Carolina. And so, you know, that's very special to me to make sure we represent for the North Carolina and not Petey Pablo way because we're not gonna go there. So Miss Nicole, so I got some stuff for you tonight. Do you want to say anything before we begin?
No, just glad that you represented North Carolina. I absolutely have to represent the home state because I feel like I've been in several different parts of the state. Like I grew up on the east part near the beach and the ocean. And I went
Where?
to school in Jacksonville, like Camp
Jacksonville.
Lejeune up in the military area, but my family wasn't military. My grandparents just owned land like further out in the country near the military base.
Mm-hmm.
So I lived there, and then I went to undergrad at North Carolina Central, which is in like the Durham
Okay,
area.
North Carolina
Where I
Central.
ended up circling back.
Okay, period. Shout out to North Carolina
Well,
Central.
every time I do my eagle, it feels like an X. Like I feel like I'm throwing up the Bronx instead of Central. Hilarious.
So
But
when
yeah,
you
so and lived in Charlotte, started my librarian career in Charlotte as well. So yeah, I've
was you
kind of
born?
lived.
You was born there.
I was born and raised in North Carolina, and
Okay,
and it
period.
was like, yeah, I know nobody believes it.
Okay, shout out
Yeah.
to Durham. Shout out to Southern Pines. I had to shout out Southern Pines because that's where I was born. Shout out to
Okay, okay.
shout out to all y'all. And
Yeah,
so
North Carolina.
I'm so glad you're on here with me, Nicole. I hope you're
Me
feeling
too. This is exciting. I was.
yes. And I love the earrings. Okay, and
Thank you.
the glasses. You look
Thank you.
beautiful.
I'm so glad you said that. I'm supposed to be going live on my page, right? Just to practice going live. But I got these from a friend who's actually coming in town this weekend. Carson. She said like she wore like an opposite earring or whatever. And she was like, and she told me the same story that she lost her earring. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Noted. And then that happened to me. I had some really dope earrings that I got in Brazil. And I lost one of them. And I was like, dang, like, am I not gonna wear this dope ass earring? It was like really big and it was like a snake print earring, like it was covered in snake print or whatever, or snake whatever. And that's when I started doing it and I just fell in love with that.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. It's okay to be different. You know what
It's
I'm
a thing. It's always a conversation piece too.
saying?
And
Yeah.
most of the time it's been really good conversations.
Okay. So Nicole, I got some stuff for you. Are you ready for me?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm so excited.
So y'all who are watching, make sure you are sharing this with everybody, y'all. This is Nicole. You don't want to miss this. And so your upbringing in North Carolina, how did it, shape you on your outlook on life, like healing and legacy?
Question. My mom comes from a big family, and I grew up mainly around my mom's family. So I think that family was just always important. We were always at my grandparents' house. My grandparents own a farm in North Carolina. They still own the farm. I've owned the farm for almost 100 years. So it's been in our family. It's been like a centerpiece of, like my life, definitely. So I think that and definitely church, like which was an extension of home, basically, of like family, whatever. So I think those two definitely just made me like be very centered in that.
Okay. So like what lessons or tradition was passed down from your family that still guides you today?
Girl, and did I answer that question, the first question, in terms of legacy? Yeah,
I get
those
it.
things are
Well, I
important.
get it because I'm from there.
Yeah,
I get it. But you know what I'm saying?
yes.
I
But,
get
prayer.
it.
Asking the question again, what thing that was passed down that still helps me today? Like a
Yes.
tool?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
God,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, for real though. I think it's important to make sure that you stay guided in some way, form, or fashion. And if what it was passed down to you was prayer, pray. Okay. It worked for elders, it worked for your
Yeah.
ancestors. Okay.
Yeah, prayer and the ability, excuse me, to leave a place to return to, right? My children are of course, my grandmother's great grandchildren, but I was like a late grandchild for my grandmother. So,
Okay.
her great grandchildren, her great great grandchildren are still coming to that land, right? Are still coming to that house. So definitely just having a place to be centered. They
Yeah.
definitely taught that
I
as well.
think like also like for me,
That's
like we had a whole road, okay, of family. I mean, still
so
there. And so being that road, I remember Auntie
For
lived
real.
all the way in the woods. My aunt lived up the road, and like it was just a traditional road, and it's still there to this day. And so
Mm-mm.
little things like that matter, especially when it comes to tradition and it comes to family and it comes to legacy. It all plays a part, because this is ours. Okay,
That's so
our,
true.
our land. It don't matter who come along. We're gonna leave a stamp on it. Okay,
It's so
so
true.
yeah, for real.
Yeah.
So let me ask you. So you went from being a librarian to a deaf doula and a grief guide. What inspired
Doula.
that shift?
Hilarious. That shift was pretty. I mean, I guess it was. I've been like, I'm trying to answer the question short. I've been a to me it wasn't a big jump because I've been a librarian for so long. So
Mhm.
like most of the time that I was a librarian, I was a death doula and vice versa. Well, not most of the time, maybe the last few years. Um,
Before you even finish explaining this, can you please tell the audience what a death
oh yeah, that's right.
is? Please.
Thank you. I'm definitely one of those people. I'm who just like go off, like everybody knows what I'm talking about. Um, so a death doula, very similar to a birth doula,
Mhm.
is somebody who helps people transition or go to the other, like they help people die, right?
Yeah.
Like, but they're just like a birth doula. They're different. Is levels to it, right? That's what everything, right? Is levels to it. So similar to a birth doula, right? A birth doula is not doing anything medical. She or he is helping the person have the baby,
Mm,
right? Is
yeah.
there, right? And so since the beginning of time, there's been these people who has helped people usher people in,
Mhm.
right? And help people usher people out,
Mhm.
right? Um, so, similar to a birth doula, a death doula can be there when the person is making their transition.
Yeah.
They can also do other things like support them before they make the transition in terms of getting the family prepared for them to make the transition, right? Having difficult conversations that need to be had, and
Mhm.
especially in terms of somebody has like a long-term illness, so we know they're going to pass away.
Mhm.
Not like they suddenly pass away and some things can't be taken care of. It's some death doulas that come in to help them just deal with paperwork, right? I know that when my brother passed, it was really hard for my mom when she would get like his bank statement in the mail. You know what I mean? And it
Mm,
was something that was unnecessary, but it was like triggering, right? So
yeah.
it's some death doulas that help do that. It's some death doulas that help deal with the families after the person passes away. But it's really new in the States. So a lot of people don't know about it in the States. Oh, the question was like, how did it come across me? It just randomly came across. But that's what a death doula is. They just help people to usher out because
Yeah,
everybody
but
has.
you know what? I think that's pretty cool. And the reason why is because a lot of people take the medication and if they're on hospice, they have the short amount of, the bread. I've seen it working in healthcare, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's important, like if you want that spiritually, and just feel comfortable in a way of not just like suffering, because at the end of the day, it's about the spirit, anyway, you know what I'm saying? And so I think that's a good darn job. Okay.
Yeah, and it's definitely people who like we can't just like a birth doula, a
Mhm.
death doula is not allowed to to like intervene in any kind of way medically, right? We're
Yeah.
just like really there for like support, et cetera, like on
Mhm.
both ends. And unfortunately, it's funny. My great aunt just got put on hospice like 2 days ago, right? And so
Mhm.
we were down there. My sisters and I have gone down there regularly for like the last 2 weeks. And one time we were down there and she was in so much pain, right? And like they moved her, and she was just like, it was like she moaned, and it was like painful to even hear, right? And I
Yeah.
thought about how like when we are birthed, like when we come in, somebody else is going through pain. Like your mom is having contractions and like all this, you know what I mean? But I don't, you know what I mean? All these things are happening, right? But
Right.
when you go out, when we go out, we have to endure the painful part of it. And
Right.
however, that's however we go. But of course, we can't choose how we go.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know if that.
No, no, it makes a lot of sense. It's basically you're going to replace the medication to it,
Yeah.
and you're going to be there. Which people really rather have company, to
That's
kind
true.
of soothe them
Absolutely.
to, you know, deal with anything medically. Because even going back to like my grandma, she was always, don't kill me, grandma. But I remember a time, like that my grandma, like they don't care about the hospital, like they
Yeah.
don't want to go, they didn't know what
Yeah.
goes on, so on and so forth. And so it was like we had so many nurses and stuff in the family, even back to when I was younger, instead of putting them in some type of nursing home, we cared from them at home. The first time I probably saw bed sores, I was so young and I was devastated, but I understood where they was coming from. They can heal, be there
Yeah.
for each other. I know how to take care of you type of thing. And it goes deeper than that. It goes back to our ancestors. Well, that's another subject.
Yeah.
Um,
Definitely. Yeah. Because I'm
yeah.
definitely one who would not be able to take people on as clients, right? Like in terms of like, or to sit with somebody who is dying necessarily. Oh Lord,
What? What's
my
wrong?
computer's gonna die. I'm about to get up in just a second. My computer's gonna die.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm definitely, because it's such a, like you said a few minutes ago, one of my last, like I volunteer for hospice, and one of the last ladies that were my volunteer patients or whatever, her sister was taking care of her, and she was taking care of her in the home. And that's what she kept saying. Like, she was like, if she has to go, or when, of course, she has to go, she just wanted her to be comfortable. She just wanted her to be home, and like, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like a lot for her to take care of her, et cetera, et cetera. But I
Yeah.
have to go.
So where's like, okay, so was there like a personal moment of grief or transformation that sparked your calling in the sacred work?
Absolutely. I dealt with grief. I had three people I adored that passed away in like a 3 year span. My
Mm,
best friend, or one of my best friends, passed away like May of 2018. My nephew passed away in 2019, in September of 2019. And then
mhm,
my brother passed away in June of 2020. And
mm,
so it's just like bow, bow. And it's so funny because death doula work crossed my path earlier. Like
mhm.
somebody I knew and loved also did the work. And they mentioned it to me, and another friend was like, I don't think you should do that. And
Mhm.
I just never even thought about it again.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, and then that happened. That sparked that, those events just sparked my interest into the fact that we all have to go at some point, and some
Yeah.
people need support in multiple ways.
I have a if you watching, I have a friend, and I know she don't mind me saying this. Um, I'm thinking that she might can use you in some way, form, or fashion. So I have one of my really close friends who actually had a her son passed.
Mm.
And she's in North Carolina. Her son passed, and I think that she really, like, even though your avenue is like last day, I think
Mm.
that in a way of your you knowing the work, that maybe that's something that you can introduce conversation for people that
Yeah,
are in grief. um and,
absolutely.
and I still have a friend that's technically in grief, her for her son passing. And you know, that's your avenue. And so I think that it would be great, to even have that conversation, even
Yes.
have that guidance and kind of go from there with
Mm,
people who are dealing with grief um,
absolutely.
of a loved one. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
I totally agree. It's definitely a thing that unfortunately we all have to navigate at some point in time.
right.
Yeah. I have to get my charger. I don't want it to die or anything
You
crazy.
can get up real quick. I can.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
go
trying
ahead.
to think of it. Okay.
So, y'all, if y'all are missing this, make sure y'all are sharing this with everybody, y'all. I have Miss Nicole, death doula, grief guidance. So if you are needing all of that, make sure y'all go check her out, and I'm gonna make sure she give y'all everything she needs before we get off of this live today. Um, and so, on another note, I'm going to take a quick second and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Na 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 na. Yeah, yeah. Na 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 na. Yeah, yeah. Na 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 na. Rather get a moment sober. Call me when you coming over. Whiskey in a tall glass. I just wanna get to know ya. Hold a second.
Okay, we back. Okay, Mr. Cole. um, so I got some more things for you really quick. So what's
Okay.
something that people misunderstand about death doulas?
That death is not centered around life. I think
Mm,
people think like it's all death and it's all morbid and it's all sad and most of it
yes,
is a focus on life, a focus
right.
on everybody's got to go. Everybody came and everybody's got to go and make sure that, yeah, that not only that is good, but yeah. So the misconception is that it's all sad and that there's a lot of joy and grief as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot
Yeah,
of grief.
it is because you know what I always felt like I felt like, baby, you going somewhere that we want to be, okay? Because
What? What? You want to
you
say
going
that?
somewhere where we want to be, baby. Do you know how hard life is? Like,
Be out
that's no
here.
joke. That's real talk. Like that's how I had to kind of start looking at it because
So,
um you're free.
mm, that's,
This is flesh, okay? It's
that's what
about
they
the
say.
spirits, okay? And
Mm,
so if you don't, until you understand that, you'll.
it's so
Any-
true. To
Anyway,
be present with what is it to be present? Absent from the body
yeah,
is to be present with the Lord.
yes, yes.
Yeah, I was just
And so,
thinking.
how can someone begin to hold space for their grief without feeling guilty or rushed and judged?
Oh, that's such a good question. How could somebody? I go back to this always just because it's been so helpful to me, and that's to go back to joy. I think about too, like you said, that they're in a good place, right? So I think about the fact that they wouldn't want us in a bad place. Like they
Right.
wouldn't want us, like you don't like struggling with feeling like, am I supposed to be okay this soon? Right? Was definitely an issue after my nephew passed away.
Yeah.
But yeah, just focus on the fact that on joy, on the fact that they wouldn't want us to feel guilty or be sad or anything of that nature.
Um. So, like, we're gonna change it up for just 1 second, okay?
Okay.
Because some people, they ready, you ready to cry, but we ain't crying today, okay, y'all? So you're a lover of passport stamps. How was traveling
Ooh.
affect your healing journey or the way you support
Ooh.
others?
Or the way what was the last part
Or
of it?
the way you support others.
Oh, I think I'm going to talk a lot. Yeah, just every place I've been has been healing, even the places that I went that I didn't expect it to be healing, if that makes sense. I was telling somebody just the other day, one of the things I love that when I was in Peru, everybody was speaking life over each other. Like even when we left, especially when it was time to go, not even like go back to the States or whatever, but just go for, we hung out for the day, et cetera, and I was leaving.
Yeah.
It was definitely a genuine exchange of speaking life into each other. Like it was beautiful. Yeah. So
You
there's
get
definitely
the definition of grief and gratitude.
say that one more time.
Grief and gratitude. Grief and gratitude.
Grief and gratitude.
How does one have gratitude when they're going through grief?
Ensure God is good all the time. Ensure I know that it's all orchestrated. Ensure I know that, like you said earlier, this is just flesh. So I know that there are ways that I can still be in relationship, if you will.
Right.
Take advantage of guidance, if you will, even though they've passed away. So that's where I focus on gratefulness. I focus on what I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
And the relationship I have with them and those things.
So what's next for you? Like, you have any upcoming projects, retreats, writings in the works?
Thank you for asking.
What's up, girl?
Thank you. Thank you for asking. I should have all of these things, right? I should have all of these things. I have an ebook that's coming out, 2 of them. I also want to do something around genealogy because I was a librarian, or I am still a librarian, and just help people to like find their family, put their family tree together, et cetera, is a big thing. And that's also really helpful with grief. Putting their family tree together, et cetera. So
and you have the voice, y'all. She has that voice all day long. That's not just a librarian voice, y'all. That's that calm, cool, collective voice. So she know what she's doing, okay? Because it is all it's all about tone. You know what I'm saying? I can't see me doing your job because I talk like you. I can't go and be like, I can't. But I think that you are doing great work, Nicole. And so you said you have your ebook and what else did you say?
I said that I need to do something with genealogy because a lot of people are looking for guidance around like doing their family tree, et cetera. But I definitely need to have more offerings. So thank you for asking.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's important because look, in the area you're in, people need you.
That's real. 100%.
And I think this is like the greatest opportunity right now with even viewers because how I say every time, what Dr. Stormy Wellington used to say, collaboration is a new currency. So what are we doing? Okay. And so you never know. Somebody might be guiding you in that area, or they might want to conjoin with you, or whatever the case may be. They might have been studying it. Okay. They might want to support you, might want to sponsor you. You never know. So Nicole, like, I'm so glad that you came on here with me, and I'm super excited that you have so much more things coming your way. I feel it. And I don't even want to go there. We'll have that conversation another time. My viewers don't know me that well, but you got so many great things coming. And just keep up the good work. And it's about helping people. It's about helping people. You didn't have to choose that. Okay.
Right.
You didn't have to choose that. That was chosen for you.
That's so true because I tried to run from it. So that is very true.
And you know where you're running. You trip. Let me remind you. Okay. Let me remind you real quick.
In the well.
So y'all make sure that I couldn't find your Facebook, child. Can you let everybody know where they can find Nicole?
Yeah, it's Nicole Fafemihan on Facebook. On Instagram, it's Nicole E Fafemihan. So it's just the I in between Nicole Fafemihan. So
And
Nicole Fafemihan.
y'all want to follow her, see what she has going on, and we need to link up on a lot of stuff.
Absolutely, your friend in North Carolina too.
Ooh,
Absolutely.
girl.
Gunshots from North Carolina.
Yes, y'all need to follow her. The Death Doula, your guidance, your support. I got some people for you, honey, and I appreciate you coming on here with me. And I hope you enjoyed me, honey, because I enjoyed you.
Well, thanks for having me. This was like the first of, yeah, this is exciting.
Yeah, and it's a breath of fresh air. I appreciate
Yeah.
you so for coming on here with me, y'all. And I'm gonna wrap this up. I love y'all. And thanks for tuning in. Make sure y'all keep y'all post notifications on. Follow my girl Nicole, man. Follow her.
Hilarious.
Okay. She located in Durham, North Carolina. Shout out North Carolina. Shout out to Anointed Creation. Shout out to all my friends, my family who support me. Mama, we made it. All right. Oh, you need to shout out your mama and your grandma, girl. I ain't forgetting.
Listen, I always do that. Ethel Maddox Collins, Gunshots, amazing. Ruth Murphy Maddox, Catherine Collins Smith, what? Maggie Hill Smith, Margaret
Okay.
Anthony. Yeah, absolutely. It's important. Yeah, yeah, it's important. Sophia Newbold, Ida Maddox. Yeah.
Shout out to
Thank you.
Kiddies. Shout out to everybody. Okay, that's doing their thing right now, y'all.
That, my daughter, Phoenix.
We'll catch you.
Right?
All right, Nicole. I see you, girls.
So
Love y'all. Love you, too. Share this. Bye. Oh, shit.
Yeah, yeah. Na 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 na. Yeah, yeah. Na 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 na. Yeah, yeah. Na 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 na. Rather get a moment sober. Call me when you coming over. Whiskey in a tall glass. I just wanna get it.